Yes, Tina, I am here. How are you this kind of gray morning? There I am. We are obviously at Epcot. It is the day that we were supposed to get the worst weather, and it's not great, but it's not bad at all. Winds are about 16 to 21 miles an hour. There's rain bands coming off the hurricane. The hurricane is directly east of us at the moment, offshore, but directly east of us. And it's hanging around because it's a real slow mover. But all it's doing is throwing some rain bands. It's not raining now, but it will on frequently today, it looks like. Some might be some significant rain. Depends what rain bands come our way. But it's kind of a circle going over us right now because the hurricane, as I said, is directly east of us. Well, you should be working then. No, I'm glad you're here. But it's not bad. It's not overwhelmingly hot because of the cloud cover, and the breeze feels great. And the boats are running today. Yesterday they were not. And quite frankly, I didn't expect them to be running today because actually the weather's a bit worse today than it was yesterday. At least the sun was out yesterday. But it's very pleasant temperature-wise, and it's humid, of course, but the temperature is not so bad. So it's not bad. It's a good day to be out as long as you can stay out of the rain. And I'm walking through World Showcase to Future World because obviously World Showcase is not open yet. So I'll be moving into that area maybe later. I don't know. I got some fast passes later in the day. I have a feeling I'm really not going to need them. But we'll see. A lot of people, they're changing things like by the minute here as far as park openings and stuff. They announced last night the parks were going to be open at regular hours, and then they proceeded to open them, many of them earlier today. On a rather sudden decision. At Boardwalk last night, we got a message at 6:30 p.m. that there was food available in the convention center, a buffet for $15 a person at 6:30. And we didn't receive that message till after we had already eaten. So it wasn't a big deal because we were eating in the room anyhow, but it was kind of weird. And I had eaten out over at Via Napoli with Fizz and Miz last night, so I didn't need any food. And confidentially, I didn't need any tequila either. Really? You're going to get some storms that moving up there your way, or is that just a separate front? I don't think that this hurricane is moving fast enough off the coast to affect you yet, but maybe. The boat, like I told you, the boats are running. I took a boat over today, as a matter of fact. I was surprised to see them running today. But not unhappy about it, just surprised. And they didn't seem to having any troubles with it. I don't think they would have had any trouble. Australia has, Tina. It's the soup, it's the cheese soup. They do that every year. They never change their menu. But it's still one of the most popular too, so why change, right? And the Hawaiian thing, Hawaii menu. You want to see the Hawaiian menu? Are you a Hawaiian kind of person? Yeah, there's some good stuff. I've tried a few items already. I have not tried this one, however. Yeah, I'm not into spam, so. But the pork slider looks interesting. Yeah, this year, I don't know, remember, maybe they've done that before, but they have a recommended item to match with something, one of the drinks they have available. So, I don't know. Maybe they've done that before, I'm not sure. Here's another. This is along the famous, but these are some of the newer booths that have just been added the last couple of years. Yeah, we kind of fixed it. You can't hear me, John? Jim, can you hear me? Gina, can you hear me? Say, please tell me if you can hear me. Because I got to find out what's wrong. Good morning, Jim. Okay, great. John, I'm assuming the trouble's on your end then. I know I got all my sound going, so I don't know what the problem is there for you. Yeah, did it drop a couple times? This has been a persistent problem with me. Now because I'm an idiot. This is well worth a visit if you're here during Food and Wine. This is probably my favorite booth so far. It's really good. All right, here we go. Chocolate lovers. Yeah, it's good. It was really good. I didn't have it last time I was here, but this year I tried it, and it's really good. I mean, in the other items there, all three of the menu items are fantastic. There's not a loser in the group. There's your chocolate menu. Of course, the prerequisite pumpkin spice. The Cabernet I tried or the year before. Okay, there's a section over here of 2 or 3 booths right when you enter the Future World area that are, I think, noteworthy and worth a look. For once, John, it's not my fault. It's my one time that it's not a screw up on my end. You had me nervous there. I'm saying, no, what did I do wrong? Yeah. That's always helpful. Some of them do know, some of them don't. I've always found some of them are just working the registers, right? Yeah. But they try all the items and they know what they like, so I think that's not a bad idea. Now here's the one called Coastal Eats. I'm gonna just skim by these. The lump crab cake is very good. I've had it. I haven't had the shrimp and scallop thing yet. I'm not a bass eater, so I didn't have that, but I did have the crab cake. It's a very good crab cake. Nice pictures if you like the pictures. Of course, you know how they always make things look better than they actually turn out to be, but hey. This is a good booth. It is. If you're a seafood lover, especially. That's a great booth. Here is Earth Eats is coming up. That's another good stuff. Eileen has had that Impossible Burger slider, and she liked it very much. She said it was really good. I haven't tried the cottage pie. Not to say I don't like cottage pie, I do. But I did try this one. This year, I've noticed more than other years. The prices might be a little higher than they used to be, but they give you a little bit more too than they used to. My son recommends the loaded mac and cheese. He said it's very good. If you're a mac and cheese lover, he said you got to have this. Just saying. Just saying. And then there's one a little further down the road here. Got its own separate area. It's sponsored by ESPN, College Game Day, but that's just because it's basically barbecue. Called Flavors from Fire. Very good booth, I might add. Very good. My second favorite, or tied with the cheese booth. It's pretty dang good. I've tried mostly everything there, and it's really good. The mac and cheese is really good. According to my son, who is a real picky guy about mac and cheese. So and my daughter too, who loves mac and cheese. She said this is really good. That was a really good choice. So if you like that, Tina, head over there. It's right by the, right when you just on the off the Rose Garden path as you cross into Future World. It's right on the edge there. Okay, this is the place I'm talking about. I know you're not open. I'm just passing through, showing some people stuff. Now, the first two items there, Steakhouse Blended Burger, I just had the other day. I've had the smoked corned beef also. Excellent. I don't know about the skirt steak, but it looks pretty good. There's a picture of the skirt steak. The smoked corned beef is on top of chips, which at first seems kind of weird, but I thought it was pretty good. Yeah, Tina, I think it's excellent. It really is. This is really good too. Like I said, this is probably my second or 1A or 1B booth as far as food goes. It's really good food. So, and these places are all in the same vicinity that I just showed you. Like the places I showed you right there just before this are right over there. So they're real close together to one another. They're really, really nice. As you can see, Epcot is practically deserted. It's hardly anybody here. What I'm thinking of doing is, I have a fast pass later for Soarin', but I'm thinking of going on that now. And when I go on Soarin', folks, I'm going to shut it down because I never get a good feed anyhow there. And number two, I've been told before to turn my phone off. They're pretty strict about any kind of electronics being on, focusing on stuff. It's not going to, Tina. It's going to be very, very hot again. We're back in the 90s, mid-90s tomorrow, according to the weather reports. It's going to be like a normal 90 degree, as one of the meteorologists said, so you can stop bitching about the rain and the hurricane, and tomorrow we switch to our normal bitching about the 90 degree temperatures. It's going to be hot this weekend. Again, it's going to be much more normal starting tomorrow. Today, I'll tell you what, if the rain held off, which it won't, but if it held off, this is like just the perfect day to tour. Just a perfect day to tour. Well, I don't know about the less crowded either. I'm assuming it'll pick up a little bit because people aren't going to be worrying about a hurricane anymore. So, I don't know, but don't tell me. It's the crowds are usually a little less this time of year anyhow. Kids going back to school and stuff, and families not as many families are around and stuff. So, it's a good time of year to go anyhow. But this is just not just the time of the year here. It's weather related too. Yeah, absolutely, Jim. Absolutely. And they take good care of you here. They really do. They get messages out to you pretty promptly and quickly about how things are happening. What's happening. But honest to God, most of the stuff they closed yesterday early, they had no need to close. They really didn't. I mean, quite frankly, the weather is worse this morning and they're all fully open than it was last night. So, anyhow, that being said, I think somebody's going to pay. Some head is going to roll, whoever made the decision to close the parks early. Although it's hard to do with this storm. This storm was so unpredictable. Every meteorologist I ever saw about this thing said it was very unpredictable. They had no idea what it was going to do next. So, I think that I have no problem with what they did. An era of caution is never a bad thing to me. They were trying to be cautious. They're trying to be safe. I have absolutely no problem with that at all. I'd rather be safe too. Bad. In fact, Epcot stayed open till 7 o'clock last night. They changed their mind on that, and halfway through the day they decided to keep most of Epcot. Some of the stuff was closed. Some of the food booths closed up around 3, but many remained open. But otherwise, it was fine, you know. And they stayed open till 7. They probably could have stayed open till 9 if they wanted to. But like I said, errors of caution do not bother me. So here we are. I'm imagining the wait time isn't much. Wait time is 15 minutes for Soarin'. When's the last time you saw that, folks? Okay, I'm going to go on Soarin'. I'm going to shut down now. I'll turn it back on. I'll probably do Living with the Land while I'm here. So I will see you later.